have the dark ones. I just have the dark ones. What do you want clear ones for?
For safety in here. It's hard to see in these dark ones.
Oh.
I feel like Stevie Wonder, I can't see shit.
I don't see you going like this.
My neck don't work.
Mike.
Listen up. Listen up. Come on a little closer. Let's close the gap in, y'all. Come on down. Please. Come a little closer. Come a little closer. Don't be afraid. We do this every once a month. We should get used to it. 5 o'clock, everybody on their toes, ready. Ready to rock and roll.
Ready to rock and roll.
Ready to rock and roll. We do this every once a month. We know how it is now. It's nothing new. Shouldn't act like we can't get adjusted to this. All right. Good morning, everyone.
Morning.
Thank you for coming out again, 5 o'clock in the morning. Starting to get a little chilly. We're going to keep having these until the season is over with. So dress appropriate when get your little coat. Just want to say a few things before we get going. We're tracking good. We're accomplishing what we put out at the beginning of the year. That's a good thing, right?
Yep.
With all the safety issues we had, equipment breaking down, jobs not going the way it is, we still managed to reach and potentially reach our goals for the year. So we're going to keep going. Like I said, no, I do not know when the end of the year is. So I'm not going to tell you right today that we're going to stop in December. The weather's nice. We still have a lot of work. Still have a lot of work on the books that we need to get accomplished. That's why we need everyone here on time. On time. When one person's late, what does that do?
We're all late.
Hello? Anybody in the room? When one person is late, when a boss is late, a foreman late, what happens? Everything from that point on is behind. Can't make it up. And then we want to get upset because, yes, you have to be reprimanded. You took a position that you said that you will lead by example. If you're coming in late, everybody else think they can do it too, right? That's how it goes, right? Starts with one, trickles down. We need to keep that in mind. If you hold a position and you got people to come behind you, you got to set the example of what you want. That means come on job on time, be ready. Nothing's changed. Everything that we say, hey, we want the blades to be hitting the ground at 7 o'clock. So what that means is get there at 6:45. But I know some people say, well, when does my time start? Guys, think about it. We give a little and we give back. So the days that you work 4 hours and you get 8, when it all said and done in the wash, it all can't come out clean. There's nothing there that's saying that we're taking advantage of you and we want you to take advantage of us. We're all here in a common goal, and that's to get the work done for who? Who are we doing this for? What is our why here? Why do we do what we do when we do it? For who? Paychecks. If you didn't have no money, you wouldn't do it. You know, I know we love to get paid, but you still got to have some heart of giving, right? And get the return back. And I feel like this company will give you the return back if you give something to give to them to produce what we're trying to produce out here. That's what we got to understand. You know, we're growing, guys. We got new people in here. We got to do things. But what we got to learn is how to coach people to become better. We got to start taking employees and showing them that there's an opportunity here to grow. And not just because you come in the door as a truck driver that you have to stay a truck driver all the time that you want to plan to be here. Now, if that's your choice, that's what you do. But don't knock the next person down that's trying to get past you. We got to keep building. Like I said, is you look at all these dump trucks he has bought in the last year. It's a lot of drivers. We got 8 more coming. See? So he hasn't found a happy median yet. We're talking about doing some other stuff, going another direction. That's all a part of growing. What does that mean? More work, more opportunity, more growth in the company. And some people get promoted. Salaries get increased. We're just trying to get everybody to where we can build this back over. Because if you look at the industry, guys, if you pay attention to the industry is dying off because no one wants to step up. Everybody want to be the same. Nobody wants to take the responsibility. And then y'all look at the ones who are in charge. Y'all want to give us hell because we're doing our job. And you don't expect us to say anything because you've done something wrong. When we do something wrong, guys, we learn off our mistakes. We're not here to ground you. We're not here to pound it in you. We're here to learn. That's the only way you can become good. And that's what I look at everybody in here. Everyone has a purpose in here. And I see your purpose. And I know what good can come out of you. But sometimes you don't see it. And we get complacent. And we keep doing the wrong things over and over again. That's where success comes from. It's learning from our mistakes, not doing it over and over again, but figuring out the problem, why we did it, and how we can fix it. We got to stop complaining. Come with solutions how to make the company better. That's what we need. That's the only way we can win at this. Like I said, I like to win. I like to make sure that everybody else around me likes to win. That's my purpose. That's what I like to see in this organization. I'm not here to bird dog you. I'm not here to tell you how to do your job. I trust you when whoever interviewed you and said that you could do that job and said that he's on your team, I trust that they verified everything that you could do and say you can do. What I look at is what you're going to do for the company outside the box that you hired in as. That's what we got to look at. We got to stop looking at what we come in as a circle, because every time you want that extra $2 or $3 more, I'm asking you, what are you giving me back? That's outside of what you already getting paid, that I can see that it would benefit the company. So we're going to get into safety. We're going to get into trucking. And then, like I said, guys, I like to come back and I like to, I just like everybody's minds to start spinning and thinking about where we trying to go, how we trying to do it, and how we can do it together. There's no alone in this. We all out here. One fail, we all fail, right?
Yep. Wolfpack.
When we get out here and tear up something, it all costs us, right?
Yep.
So we got to think like that. It's not pointing the finger. Some things that we used to do 10 years ago, we can't do it today. The laws are getting more strict, and we got to pay attention. We got to do things. When we leave this yard, we should be on our A game. Our machines should try to work. Our trucks should try to work. Yes, we have hiccups. Okay. But there's no reason to get mad, because if you can't fix it and the person who's trying to fix it and you're not trying to help them and you're giving them a lot of problems, it just makes the matter worse. And that's what we don't want to see, is everybody complaining and getting upset. So latch on to somebody. Let's be some coaches out here. Let's take some guys in that wants to come and grow up with the company. A couple things I want to do is, just like saying is, when Tom went out of town for a week and a half, hey, I didn't know what to expect. Didn't know how equipment's going to get there. But you know what? Tom instilled in his guys what needed to be done. And his guys stepped up. Say it again. Huh? And that's what I want to give them praise for. That them guys stepped up, and we act like Tom wasn't even here. Things kept moving. Communication stayed open. They didn't even have to call me at one time at all to say, hey, Mike, I'm in this bind. Everything worked out the way it worked out if Tom was sitting here. And I want to thank the lowboy drivers for doing everything y'all did. Jose, James, and who else? And Adrian. Appreciate your good work. Keep up the good work. That's what we need, guys. When the big boss goes, it don't mean you change your attitude. That means somebody step up, take over, man, and keep things running. When he gets back, he don't have no problems when he gets back to hear anything negative or this happened or this held up anything. That's what we got to do for everybody. Everybody wants to take off, but somebody got to step up and take care of what needs to be taken care of. So keep that in mind. Yeah.
Morning, Wolfpack. Come on. Morning, Wolfpack. Yes, thank you. How's everybody doing? Good? Didn't have too bad of a month from our last safety meeting. Great job. We did have a couple accidents. Luckily, nobody's seriously injured. We're at 28 days without time loss workplace injury. So that's good. A couple people are off of workman's comp, so that's good. So we're getting better. As Mike said earlier, it's starting to get colder, right? So you guys that come in early in the morning, please don't forget 3 points of contact. Okay? 2 hands and a foot. You're getting up and down ladders, in and out of your trucks. Things get slippery, right, in the morning. So let's please take our time. Please. Did Rhonda make it?
No.
I didn't think so. Okay. We talked about this last month, I think, at the meeting, right? The accident?
No.
Okay. So a couple weeks ago, at the end of last month, we had a traffic control vehicle that was rear-ended out in Keensburg. They're setting up traffic signs, and kid came over the hill too fast and ran smack dab into the back of Wade's traffic control truck. In a sense, that doesn't sound like too big of a deal, right? Except for there's a flagger on the back of the truck. And 15 seconds before the impact of the accident, that flagger, they were on the driver's side, but seconds before the accident, they said, I need to move. And they moved to the passenger side. That saved their life. These two guys, Steve and Wade, Steve, you were in the truck too. And when this person got hit from behind, they fell forward, hit the frame of the back of the truck, broke their nose. Probably most of their facial bones, well, their orbits and stuff, fell backwards and over the chains on the side and down into the ditch. Thank you. Has a pretty good leg injury, about 8 or 9 stitches. Went by ambulance to the hospital and is off today, pending surgery. Preventable? Absolutely. Wade and his guys kicked ass. They're doing everything they were supposed to do. They had all their signs set up prior, warning people, hey, road construction, right? And this kid came over the hill too fast, 10 miles over the speed limit in a construction zone, and said that he was cleaning his windshield or something. Doesn't have insurance. And he got a bunch of tickets. But these two guys, they didn't hesitate. They knew that once one of their own was down, they needed to act, right? Wolfpack. So Wade and Steve didn't hesitate at all. Made sure that their coworker, their pack member, whatever, was taken care of, and got help to her, and took care of each other. Right?
That's what you do.
Yeah, that's right. So I want to read something here real quick. We have a couple certificates for you guys. These certificates are awarded to Wade and Steve in recognition of your remarkable act of selflessness and compassion. In the aftermath of a distressing rear-end accident in Keensburg, Colorado, your immediate and selfless intervention significantly contributed to a more favorable outcome for your injured coworker. Your courageous and quick response exemplified exceptional dedication and compassion, showcasing the true spirit and support within our team. Your timely and decisive actions demonstrate the epitome of what it means to be a valuable team member, showing remarkable bravery and selflessness in the face of adversity. Your commitment to the well-being of others serves as an inspiring example to us all. Like you said, it's what we do. With deep gratitude and utmost respect, we extend our sincere appreciation for the exceptional display of humanity and unwavering support during a challenging time. Your noble acts reflect the highest values of our organization and sets a standard of excellence for others to follow. A couple certificates for you guys, and a couple gift cards in here for you guys. And then we did that.
Thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much, Wade. Really appreciate it. Great job, you guys. Appreciate it. How about a round of applause for these guys, huh? Let's get a quick picture, then we'll smile, Steve. Are you gonna smile?
I did.
Are you gonna smile? Okay, thank you. Good job, you guys.
Fell out of your pocket or something.
Check your folders. One of these fell out of one of yours.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What else? DOT. You're gonna touch on that, right? Yeah. We did get stopped a couple times this past month. Simple stuff, guys. I don't know why it's so hard when you guys are doing pre-trips, not just the truck drivers, but all the commercial vehicles that we have. The periodic inspection. Everybody knows what that is? Commercial guys? No? Nobody knows.
Walk around your truck during the day?
Yeah. Well, I'm talking about the red sticker that's on the passenger side of your truck.
Annual inspection.
Annual inspection. Sorry about that. Thank you. How often does that get inspected?
Once a year.
Annual, right? So when does that mean that we check it? Every day. Exactly. Shop has the responsibility of pulling your truck in here and inspecting it once a year. You have the responsibility of checking your truck every day. Part of your pre-trip, right? It's not any different than when you get into your truck and you're looking for your registration and insurance. You're making sure that that sticker's good. Because we've gotten nailed twice. And guess what that goes on?
Our record.
Yeah, our DOT record. And it might sound minimal to you guys, but you know I hit it every month. The more that we get nailed with these little simple things, the higher our rate goes, which means you could bring an audit to us. Now, I'm not scared of an audit. I have nothing to hide. But they're very time consuming. Especially as we get bigger, they take longer. Okay? The other thing is it was stickers and logs. When you guys do your logs going up to the port and stuff like that, make sure you don't sign in both spots. Okay? Your job isn't, you're not done until you're done. So don't pencil whip it first thing in the morning because we got a ticket for it. Okay? I don't know why. What's the hurry? And what was the other thing? Pardon me?
Brake hoses.
Yeah, that's right. Brake hoses. That's right. But there was another one we had the other day. Yesterday, we got nailed. Denver cops and DOT were at the big parking lot over there by the Pepsi Center off of 38th Street and Brighton. They got one of the service trucks that had been pulling this trailer for a long time, apparently. And they didn't have a DOT number on the side of their service truck, so he got a ticket. And overweight because he had a skid steer in the trailer, which made it a commercial vehicle, and that guy that was driving didn't have a commercial driver's license. So, and then the skid steer that was in the trailer wasn't properly strapped down. Guys, if you're not sure if your vehicle is a commercial vehicle, who should you ask? What are some resources for you to ask? Yeah, the old dog, right? Cristobal, Steve, the shop. A lot of these guys have been around for a long time, and they can tell you a lot of stuff. Okay? Use them. There's no reason for you not to. That's what they're here for, right? The more they keep you online, or the more we keep each other online, the better it is for everybody, right? It's the same thing, and when we go through DOT checkpoints, guys, we shouldn't be avoiding those. I don't know what you're scared of. Shouldn't be scared at all to go through a DOT checkpoint. If there's something wrong with your truck, there's something wrong with your truck, and we need to evaluate what it is and how that happened and what we can do to fix it, because all they're doing is trying to make us better, make us safer, right? Not just us, but everybody else that's on the road. So, and if you go through there like two supers did yesterday, pardon me, yesterday, with a clean bill of health, great job. That looks good on us. Because right now, every time they see an asphalt specialties truck, the cops are going, they're looking. It's a cat and mouse game. Because, you know, cops talk. They sit there and talk, and, oh, I remember this one guy. Oh, there he is. They don't forget, guys. Trust me, they don't forget. So the goal is for them to come in, for us to go in and out of those checkpoints with clean bills of health as much as possible. That'll bring our rate down. I think right now we're at a 40%. Well, we were 40% as of the end of last month. It'll be higher now, but the average for the nation is like 21.4. So we're higher, obviously. Okay, so please, guys, you've been doing really good. But it's just these little things: seat belts, inspections, stuff like that. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it, guys. Lencho's got to talk about the DOT stuff. Anything for safety? Not one single thing. Everything's perfect? Nope, too late. Anybody else?
What if our annual inspection sticker is damaged?
Then you come to the shop and they redo it. Yeah. Yeah. How's the thing been going with people coming in to the shop? How are things going with people coming into the shop?
That's pretty good.
So they're going to see the foreman first?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I have a lot of people from TV or pitch me in the shop.
Okay, good. Lencho, who drives TSD04? Where's he at?
I think he was coming late. He texted me.
Okay. Yesterday I was going through our GPS stuff and seeing who might need some coaching on driving and stuff like that. And this individual driving TSD04, he got 100%. He had 0 Didn't have any hard breakings, no speedings, no nothing. So I wanted to give him a round of applause because there's a lot of people truck drivers that are in the high 90s, pretty close. But there's just one 100%. Did he? Good. That's good to hear, Dave.
I wanted to ask,
No.
how many of y'all know that he can do that?
Who?
That he can actually get on a GPS and see how you're driving out there. You all know that?
Oh, I didn't know that. We know that.
I'm watching you.
I didn't know that.
One thing I will mention is that while I was looking at this October, not bad at all. And then I compared it to the same time last year, huge improvement, huge. Even you, D. Surprising, I know.
And your GPS show what miles it's up in?
Yes, it does actually. Yep.
That'd be helpful.
Yep. Okay. Anything for safety? Anything else? Yes, ma'am.
We have a couple of radios, company radios in Shavers that aren't working. One is in Scale House.
Okay.
And it's pretty important because we need to let people know when, like, you are in there.
Yeah, I hop on the radio.
Yeah. But the Scale House, she can hear, but she can't talk.
Okay. What are the other pieces of equipment that don't have radios or that aren't working?
I think Arturo's radio is the same way. He can
Okay.
hear, but he can't talk.
Okay. All right, I'll get with you after this. Good, take care. Okay.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Start off, I want to bring up the 15-minute call out. Okay, and I want to address it with everybody. That 15, I know we've talked about it several times here. We brought it up. Okay, the 15-minute call out is required for us. Okay, by our bosses. Okay, Mike, Larry. Okay, they've asked us to call out the 15 minutes anytime you're sitting at a job. Okay, of course for all the drivers. Okay, it goes for all the foremen, superintendents, and everybody in here. They're asking us to call out the 15 minutes. Okay, we're not doing it to get anybody in trouble. That's not what we're doing. Okay, so I want to make sure that everybody understands that when the driver's on your job and he calls out a 15 minutes, that's for this gentleman to hear. Okay, so if you have an issue with that, please get with him. Okay, or you can call Larry. Okay, because I'm getting the phone call. Okay, the way it works is I get the phone call and then I'm asked, hey, why are the trucks sitting at the job site for so long? Right, 20 minutes, half hour, 45 minutes. Okay, so I've got my guys. I've instructed my guys to ask on the radio, hey, what's going on at the job site? Okay, so we're asking our drivers. We're doing our job. We're asking our drivers of what's going on at the job site. They give us the information. When Larry calls me and he asks me, hey, what's going on at the job site, I have an answer for him. Right? When Mike calls me and asks me, hey, what's going on at the job site, I have an answer. Okay? I'm not trying to do it to throw anybody under the bus. That's not my job. Okay? My job is just to make sure that we have an idea why we got trucks at the job site. Okay? So I want to make sure that everybody understands that. Yeah, I know that sometimes we get a little, frustrated and upset because we got drivers calling out the 15 minutes, and you might not want them to call it out, but you're asking them not to do the job that they've been asked to do, right?
We'll communicate with the tractor drivers and the job number too. Sometimes I don't know what the job number is going to the pit, especially for the road base.
Oh, okay.
So more communicate with the job, please.
Okay.
Or how many trucks is going to the job, or what time shutdown. Make sure more communicate, especially because the scale house ladies go home. Sometimes have to be staying late, so I need more communicate with them.
Okay. Okay. Just want to say, Lincho, before you go, it is, guys, what he's saying about this 15 minutes. And the point is, he's not the only one who gets a phone call. I get a phone call. Matter of fact, I get an email, the picture of your trucking. And the first thing they say is, what's going on? So it just helps us understand we're on a time basis. They look at time. They look at money. Every minute, everything's are not going. They figure we're losing. So we have to have an answer. What is going on out there? We might have scheduled something wrong. We're not perfect. Sit in that seat where Kurt sit at and try to make that schedule with everything coming at you and try to make this make sense. Sometimes it don't work.
Yeah, not easy.
But that 15 minutes to just let us know is, hey, if we got a serious problem, do I need to show up? Do I need to get the division managers over there? It just helped us out to regulate how we can get y'all to start work and get off in a decent hour. Anytime you so far behind, that means is you're working after everybody's gone home. We know after a certain time, guys, it's a ghost town around here. Only a few got their phones on and a few only got their radios on. So we got to just keep in mind that, hey, that 15 minutes is just to help us make it through the day, make sure you get out of here and get back. Because if you looked at a couple months ago, a lot of our accidents was after everybody was going home at 7, 8 o'clock in here, and we turned a couple trucks over in here.
Oh, yeah.
While everybody else at home, some people are still out here trying to get done. That's what we got to keep in mind. We don't want to come the next morning and see somebody laid up under the truck dead because we decide to cut our phones off or decide to, you know what, that's not my problem. I'm not going to worry about it. It's not a good look if you walk in on here at 4 o'clock in the morning and see somebody stuck up under the truck. I've seen it happen. It's not a good look. So just keep that in mind. We're not, and another thing, and I know Lencho might talk about it, when we have extra mix on the job, drivers, if the foremans tell you to go dump it and there's still operations going on, do not do it. You will get in trouble, let alone with the foreman who told you to go dump it. We can take that mix somewhere else and get it paid for because the plant is not going to take it off their bill. They're going to charge it somewhere. So whenever they drop mix in your truck, believe me, it ain't nothing free. Even though we're all the same company, they have to have a reason why they push that button and load that truck, and they want to know is that I'm going to get whatever it is, $80 a ton, whatever you call carrying. Everything has to get paid, no matter it comes to us or go to customers. So remember that. Regardless, we recycle it and chew it back up and sell it to somebody else, it's still going to get charged somewhere for that day. So keep that in mind. If nothing's free around here, because we make it don't mean we eat it at the same time. So, all right.
Thank you, Mike. For the drivers, your end time on the schedule, guys. End time is your start time at your truck, not at the parking lot. Okay? I need you guys at your truck doing the pre-trip, getting ready. Okay? It doesn't start just because you show up at the parking lot or at the entrance. You drive in at the entrance at 7 o'clock and you're supposed to be here at 7 o'clock. You get here at 7:05, you're late. Okay? You gotta be at your truck at 7 o'clock if your start time is at 7 o'clock. If that end time says 7 o'clock, that is your start time. Okay? Now that it's getting colder, we want to make sure that everybody's tying down their cars. Okay? We want to get that tarp tied down, make sure that it's holding that heat. Okay? Everybody, please, if you don't have any rope, give it with Steve, give it with Chris, give it with myself. We can got some rope. Okay? Get those tarps tied down. Start draining. I mean, we guys talked about this last week. Steve and Chris talked to you guys about it. Start draining your air tanks. And that doesn't mean pushing your brakes, okay? Just releasing that air. That's not what that means. That means get out, pull your pull strings, okay? Get all that out. We're trying to get rid of all the moisture. Okay? We're trying to get rid of the moisture. Get all that air out, all that moisture comes out, and we don't have any issues in the morning when it's freezing. Okay? You don't have your brakes locked up. If it doesn't have the pull strings, give it a shock, light it up, okay? Or go underneath and there's a little butterfly underneath. Open that up, let all that moisture come out, okay? All that water come out. Coming into the shop, guys, I've caught a few of you guys out of your trucks and out of your vehicles without a safety vest. So dark outside. Gotta make sure we have a safety vest, okay? Coming to the shop. without a safety vest, there's a lot of vehicles coming out here that can't see you. Okay? You got a black hoodie or something that you can't really see coming through. Okay? We don't want anybody getting hurt. Safety vests are very good. If somebody's driving by and they see that light reflects off of it, or it's meant to, okay? Make sure we have the safety vest on when we're coming in. When you guys get to an asphalt plant, you haul the material, make sure you know what you got on. We've had a lot of mistakes, guys. There's a lot of money wasted when you dump a load of 3/4 and a pile of crusher fines. When you dump recycled asphalt in crusher fines or 3/4 rock, okay? It makes it harder for the loader guys to come up and try to clean that up. Okay, we just all of a sudden we just contaminated a full load. A lot of money. Please pay attention to what you got. Switch over, make yourself a note somehow. Okay?
Make sure check it out the gate because sometimes it's leaving open and when the loader load out and have too many trucks and or wrap it up in the freeway on the highway or whatever in the road, the material especially in the
Always check your tailgate, guys. Always check your tailgate. Okay? When you're coming into the silo, check your tailgate. Okay? When you're getting loaded,
slow down in the scale because last time damaged my scale in Anson. So I have 2 days to replace the parts and everything. So make sure not going faster than the scale.
everybody catch that?
Yes.
Slow down when you're getting on those scales. Okay? Those scales are very, 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 very expensive. Okay? You break one of those scales, you're gonna be in trouble for getting in and going in too fast or stopping too quick. Okay? Yes, ma'am.
Just want to remind all the drivers that don't stop along the road.
Uh-huh.
Just want to let them know that now Sabre Aurora, they're doing the water project, and they have signs that no parking along there now.
Okay. So everybody catch that? Coming out of Chambers, you can't stop on the road on 10 or 8.
Or can I stop to
No,
go
no.
10, 15 minutes to stop for nothing.
Can't stop us as you're coming on 10 or 8. When you get out, when you're out of Chambers, you're out of Chambers. You gotta go. Don't stop and wait for the other drivers, your buddy, whoever it is, or whatever you gotta do. Okay? Get out and you take off. Do not stop. They got signs on there that says no parking on it. Okay? So if you're coming out of Chambers, no stopping, please. One of the things I did want to also address is under the silos, and correct me if I'm wrong, Greg, where you guys, those silos are set, or when you pull on a silo, they got the light on silo 2, right? That's the only silo that can open, all right? Okay.
Yeah, that's safety right there.
So if you hear something come up and you hear somebody say go to silo 1, or go to silo 3, or go to silo 4, do me a favor and don't move until these gentlemen have already switched over the light.
That's gonna be my point.
Okay? If they switch the light, then you're good to move. Now you know that you gotta go to another silo. If that light stays on silo 1 and it's still there, don't move. Okay? That way we don't have the hiccup of all of a sudden. It can get, I know it can get very confusing. Okay? Because
Letting you know.
right. And I know it gets pretty confusing because we got 2 asphalt plants that we could actually hear. One that is very iffy, but we got 2 asphalt plants that we can hear. If one of these gentlemen is talking over in 10 over 6 and telling the driver here at 10 over 6 go to silo 1, and we got another driver over at 62nd under silo 2, then he's going to pull under silo 1, right? So it can get confusing. But you got to watch that light. That light is your indication of what silo you're going to load at. Please be very careful of that. Be very mindful of that. See what silo light is on. So that way we don't have that confusion.
That's why I put those lights on those silos for that reason. And if you get hit on the hood, what if you have your window down, your arm out? That asphalt's 310 degrees. It's gonna burn you on contact. So keep your window up. Pay attention to the lights and have your radio where you can hear it.
Yes.
If there's an emergency and you got to get out of there, they're going to tell you to get out of there. or pull us, or follow those lights and listen to the radio. That's a big deal right there.
And as far as the company drivers, I want to make sure that we're communicating on the company radio. Okay, that we're communicating on the company radio. Company drivers, right? Not the CB when you're getting loaded. Company radio, please. Okay. You have a question? Oh, okay. Okay, good. I'm that good. Okay. Let's talk to them on the company radio. Let's get on that company radio. We'll talk to them on the company radio. Okay. Can you address that? That we can.
Which
So,
plan?
6 seconds.
Yeah.
So, just as long as we communicate on that company radio. So. And then logbooks, drivers. I know Jeff touched on that. Logbooks, DVIRs. Those logbooks are not to be signed until the end of the day, when you're done. Okay, not in the morning, not when you get ready to go, and then like Jeff said, pistol with it, right? At the end of the day, when you're done, that's signed. You turn it in. You go into if you get pulled in and they ask you for your logbook, and you take your logbook in there, they look at it and it's signed, they're gonna give you a ticket for it. They're gonna give you a ticket. Okay? If they catch you through the time, they will put you out of service.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
They'll put the driver out of service, and all of a sudden now you can't work for a week or for 2 weeks or whatever time that they put you down. Or they may, sometimes they'll send you to go do some kind of a DOT class or something. That's at your expense, not ours. Okay? So it's very important that we do our paperwork. Those logbooks and those DVRs are not to be signed until the end of the day, when you're done, right before you get it turned in. Okay? For all the tractor trailer drivers and super dump drivers, we're going to be hauling year round. Okay? I don't know. I still haven't had the meeting with Dan yet to find out what his plans are. But as far as I understand, we will be hauling all year. Okay? All of you guys that are actually planning on taking time off, don't plan too much. Okay? Because you're doing the truck. You want to be hauling as long as the days are nice. Okay? I know I've had a bunch of drivers already come to me and ask me, hey, we working this winter, we working this winter.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be hauling a lot of material.
you?
A lot of it. Okay? As long as the weather's good, we're going to be rolling. So, for right now, don't plan too much for this winter, guys. I know in past years, we have a lot of drivers that take off for 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Not going to happen too much this year, okay? So don't plan too much on that. So I want to make sure everybody understands that. Also, we're getting to the end of the year. We're getting to the time when we're starting to make some cuts if we need to make some cuts. Okay? At least I am. I'm watching those drivers that don't like to work very much. I need drivers that can come in and work. I need drivers that can come in and haul material for us. Okay? For asphalt. That's what we need. I got drivers that keep calling in. They're calling in sick once a week, once every other week. Right? I can't use those drivers anymore, guys. If you guys can't be committed, I can't work around your schedule. This company cannot work around your schedule. Okay? You got to make your schedules to work around this company. If you can't do that, then it's time for you to start looking for another job where they will work with your schedule. Okay? With your busy schedule. I understand stuff comes up. I get it. We all have it. We're all human. It happens. But we need the drivers. We need the materials. Okay? And with that, that's all I got. Any questions? Comments? Concerns? Nothing? Yes, sir.
So I know there's exceptions to the 15-minute call out. What are all the exceptions? There's been times I've called out, I've received a phone call saying, hey, the job you're on today has an exception to passwords or whatever they need.
So a patching crew is going to be one of the exceptions. When you're on a patch crew, because you are going to be sitting there for quite a while, right? On a patch crew, you are going to be sitting for a while. We'd like to know if you're there for maybe half hour, 45 minutes. Let us know. gonna be one of the only exceptions if I'm not.
Yep.
If I'm correct.
Yep.
That's gonna be one of them. It's just basically patching. If you're on a patch crew, if you're on a patch job, you know, we know that you're gonna be getting loaded, or they're taking something out, you know, to load you up. But that's gonna be on a patch.
Do they have to call when they
Not necessarily. I mean, yeah, just I mean, just let us know. Just let us know that you're gonna be on the cleanup.
we'll get all super dumps and then we have to leave that one for
Right.
about an hour.
Yeah. I mean, as long as we know that they're the cleanup, so we know that they're still out there. And then when you get done, just give us a call, let us know, hey, I'm done, we're on the way back to the shop. So we're cleaning.
It's not fair to some of us that call out all the time, and there's other people that've been there before us, and they're all out of their truck talking, and they never call out.
I agree. That does. I mean, that's a big ordeal because we do. We have some drivers. Okay, we do have some drivers that call out that 15 minutes consistently. Okay, and we have some drivers that they don't like to be on the radio. But we need to have that. Yeah, exactly. Or they turn that radio off. But we need to have that call out. We need to make sure that you guys are calling out. Okay, please. We got to make sure that happens for everybody. Anybody else? Thank you.
All right. Just to say, I want to wrap things up here. Just got a few things I want to put on everybody's mind and understand. These are things that I think about. We're getting into the winter, yes. Just letting everybody know, foremen, project superintendents, division managers, aggregate, I'm going to even offer to you all, if you all want to, come in probably at the beginning of next year, what we did last year. You know, I am coming with, again, a team member leadership one-on-one to just increase us to motivate our guys out here in the field. So I just want to leave you with this. Nothing is more important in today's competitive work environment than the strength of an organization culture. Do you believe in that? Yeah. Culture is shared beliefs, assumptions, behaviors, and norms that exist with an organization. We're going to have that out here, right? It is the both written and unwritten rules people live by. A company culture is fluid, not static. What do I mean by that?
Always moving forward.
Meaning we ain't standing still. We're growing. We're not going backwards. Company's not getting smaller. That means is this winter, come springtime, we need more employees. But like Lencho said, this is the time I know that the division managers, some of the foremen, you need to evaluate your people. There's no reason to bring a guy back if he's caused you a headache all year. Let it go. Let it go. Even if we got to start over new, it would be better for you to let that go. Bring people in that's going to work for you. You're going to bring your friends in, your relatives in. They should be the ones doing 110% more than anybody because they know you personally. But what we do is we bring our friends in and then they sit up here and lay down on us. And then our friendship relationship changes because I'm your boss here at work. And when we get off, I'm still your friend. But I got a job to do. You got a job to do. That's what everybody should be in here saying. This is not a thing where we come here and single everybody out. Everybody has a responsibility. A strong culture is one where minimal politics and confusion exists. So when we have a lot of confusion here, the problem is here. It's not nowhere else. Someone's causing it, and we're allowing it. We need to stop it because the company is growing. We need everybody to come in the morning time when you start time in. Come in with your game face on, ready to win the day. If you make a mistake, we learn off of it, and we come back tomorrow. We don't dwell on what you did yesterday because we want tomorrow to be better. Understand that. Turnovers is low among good employees. Engagement and productivity are high. That means is we can reach our goal if we all come in here with a good attitude, with our thinking caps on, because everybody in here has something to give to help the day out, to say that if he didn't do this before, somebody can show him how we do it. Let's stop acting like everybody knows their job. Let's give clear direction on what we're doing today. Let's stop sending people out there to think and assume this is how it should be. That's where you get caught.
That's where people get hurt.
There you go. Say it again.
That's where people get hurt too, doing something they're not trained to do, or I'm not questioning, am I doing this right?
Correct. Like he said, don't be quiet. Ask questions, guys. Everybody, if you don't know what you're doing, even though you've been doing it for 20 years, how do you know if you've been doing it for 20 years was right? If you never ask or never inquire on, hey, is this going like it should be? Just another thing that when Larry went out on a job, we all know when we bring rock into the job, the easiest way for the blade guy to handle that rock and get that pile knocked down is how? Let's stop dumping the pile this high, because pretty soon as I got to bring that blade in and get the circles tightened up and everything. If you say you're a driver and you say you know how to spread rock and I tell you I want 6 inches thick, you should know where to set your chains. If you don't, ask these guys. Ask your fellow workers who you see can spread. How do you do that? You wouldn't understand how much faster it is for production out here if you come in here and lay it down 6 inches, then you dump in a big old pile and you take off and you bang your bed and this and that and you drive off. But if you come in there, get yourself ready, spread it out, get going. It's a continuous consistency makes us to be successful. Leaders must find a way to strengthen the culture. We as bosses, coaches, whatever you want to call it, it's our problem to make this place better. They give us the sources. They give us everything to work with. It's up to us to bring it back to them, to show them that we are happy. I love my job. I don't feel like I'm a boss. I feel like, hey, I'm out here to see that person who was scared to step up, that I gave him some encouragement and say, hey, man, I got your back. I know there's some guys out here that want to become foremen and come and work up under my management team, but understand that, guys, I'm going to challenge you. I want to see you do something for me now that you become, just because you're an operator or a laborer, don't never mean that you can't become a foreman. But I don't want to sit here and just tell you that you become a foreman because you want it. Show me. Step up. Help that foreman that's in the position right then. If all of us play the game right, we can win it. We can make more money. More tonnage get down. More asphalt gets sold. More rock get crushed. More material gets hauled. There's no deadline date. Like he said is, we need workers. A lot of guys know we work till the ground starts freezing. When you start seeing lakes and ponds freezing, it's cold. But until then, we're going to keep turning over rock and dirt and laying asphalt. But what does that mean? You can't go and blow like you did in the summertime. That means it's slow down. Quality is still the essence of all of this. And we don't need to go out here just because the schedule says 1,000 tons. It can't be done, guys. It can't be done. But I'd rather put down 500 tons of quality work than put down 1,000 tons and I got to bring the mill out, because Dave loves to mill our stuff up. If anything about it, Dave loves to come back and say, oh, got another one, huh? Doesn't look good, but you know what? You see, we all play a role in this. We can take it back up and we can keep laying it again. But we don't make no money when we have to do it over twice. So let's slow down. Let's take ownership of this. Let's think about it, guys. And like I said, if you don't want to join the team, I'm not going to be mad at you. I'm not going to be mad at you if I see you over there at Martin Marietta, if I see you somewhere else. I ain't going. I'm telling you now, I am not going to another asphalt company here in Colorado. That was not my goal when I came here. I'm not shopping. I'm staying here. I'll stay here till the time that he decides that, hey, he can't make no more, then I'm out. That's how we all should be. If we come here to go look at and gauge against what Mark Marietta and them doing, and I guarantee y'all talk, I think we all in the same boat. Am I right or wrong? Is this asphalt industry out here? Because I'm new here. Is this asphalt industry the same as what asphalt specialty supplies? Ain't we doing the same type of work these other guys doing? But we doing it better, right? Because we are better, right? And we here to win, right? And our owner puts us out here in new things, right? For who? For who? Hey, I can't see how we come in here with the attitudes we have and act like we don't appreciate what's going on. Let's turn it over, guys. Let's make this a better place. We can. No matter what division you in, we can make it a better place than what it used to be. Does everybody agree on that? Change is coming. Change is something that we all got to accept, no matter you like it or not. But the change is here to be better. So let's stop downgrading those that having hard times. Can't do it. There's a reason why he's here. And there's a reason why we interviewed him and brought him aboard. So thank you all again for this morning. Like I said, it's once a month. Hey, I'm bringing something for you all to take. Use it the best way you can. You don't have to use it at work. You can use it at home. You can use it around. If you want to become better and lead something and want people to follow behind you, you got to be the example. You got to be the example. Any other departments, Greg, you got anything to say?
Electric covered about everything I wanted to cover.
Aggregate, you got anything to say? You got anything to say? Good. Rick, shop?
We're good.
Good. Any other pits? Got anything to say? Huh? Okay, everybody good. That's all I want. I want everybody to walk away good. So have a safe day, guys. Like I said, we usually walk out of here. Hey, one more thing. One more thing. One more thing. That I know that some has came to the safety meeting a little late. I do not want to see any time cards coming to me with safety meeting on your time card. That does not have nothing to do with the job. I don't have a code for it. If you don't sign the sheet and we can't read it, you won't get paid. And don't come to me asking me where your safety hours is if I can't read your name. Thank you.
Doyle crew. 1 hour.